today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kyler Murray and the New York Giants taking on Dak Prescott and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott.
One thing he does very well, he takes care of the football. Had 176 pass attempts to start his career without an interception. That's the most in NFL history. And finished his rookie year, 23 touchdown passes and only 4 interceptions.
First down throw for Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And right back to Kittle. This time he's got it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
First and goal.
That one good for 37 yards. First and goal at the 1. Now here's Snell. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Benny Snell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first opportunity here. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. A quick throw complete out to Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The end result, 21 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Mecole Hardman the intended target, but it's going to be second down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Giants. Mecole Hardman with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Snell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Complete.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down. Blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced to dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 44 yards. With that run, double-check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka. You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He was brought 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Matt LaFleur, some confidence in his offense. His guys going here on 4th down. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. And this one through the uprights and good. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense led by George Kittle. And we peek at some of his work from this game where he's nearing 100 yards.
And haven't we gotten pretty close in this game nowadays?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to run for it with Snell. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Take over 1st and 10.
The New York set to take the field. And their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. So right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
That's good.
A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they had scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
Prescott's pass.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Prescott from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
55, right here, right here. Watch it. Check 4, check 4. Check.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Mecole Hardman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Starting the drive with Snell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you can do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Down at the 39.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
1st down, Jacksonville.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's Snell on 3rd down. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants going to take over again on offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
2nd and inches.
Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Murray going to fire one out wide. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
He's crossing. He's checking cross. Tighten up.
To throw is Murray. Buying time to his left. He'll run it, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 3 from the 9. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Mecole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 2.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. New York ready to go again offensively. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
Incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Yeah, he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
4 yards.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
1st and 10 at the
1st down, Murray.
Normally, you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
10 at the 24-yard line.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
39.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and 5 now. Murray, that is caught inside the 5.
That's good.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Snell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Coming to you, coming to you. Max 50, Max 50, Max 50. Son, we got man.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Jaguars on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for... This is caught inside the 15. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Check 55.
That's out to the left and complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. From a yard out. And this offense is running away with this one. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to take off with it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The tackle made by Tanner Muse.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Now at the 37-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Flushed out right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
That's good.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Murray's pass intended for.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this one is right through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
59.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today.
He's got daylight. The 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on.
Ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
2nd and 7.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman. His 21st touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base.
At the 35.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Gain of 7.
An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Today's final
Big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.